welcome Dean, Faculty of Health Science, Associate Professor, Dr. Amar Nagila. And I would like to welcome Dean, Faculty of Management Study, Associate Professor, Dr. Dayaraj Dhakhal. Likewise, I would like to welcome Dean, Faculty of Humanities and Social Science, Associate Professor, Dr. Ajay Thapa. And I would like to welcome Second Secretary, Information and Culture, Embassy of Japan in Nepal, Ms. Mayuko Sato. I would like to welcome Dr. Deepesh Kharel from the University of Tokyo. And I would like to welcome all the directors and coordinator of Pokhara University and to all the professor and student of Pokhara University. Welcome you all. Now, I would like to request Dr. Umesh Singh Yadav for the welcome speech. Dr. Yadav.
Thank you very much, Jagdish sir. His Excellency Ambassador of Japan, Honorable Vice Chancellor sir, respected Registrar sir, respected Deans of all the faculties, dear directors of our universities, faculty members, my dear students, and all colleagues. First of all, very warm welcome to the Second Secretary of the Embassy of Japan, Information and Culture, Ms. Sato, in Pokhara. It's her first time. And on behalf of university and the whole university fraternity, I'd like to welcome you in Pokhara University. Welcome, ma'am. Now, besides that, a warm welcome to all of you. And as Jagdish sir said, we are now recently residing in a knowledge-based economy where knowledge has no horizons. Okay, it has no borders, it has no boundaries. That's why you as a student and we as a faculty member have to capitalize on the extreme opportunities that is there, not only in our country, but in the global network. In that aspects, we can expand our academic horizons and our thoughts or experiences only when we network with the global alliances. And that's possible when we start exploring the global opportunities. And I think this kind of opportunity is not only an opening for the academicians, but it is an opening for the nation. It is an opening for the nation to develop itself into a sound economic status. That's why I think this kind of program and avenues are very, very important. And I am extremely delighted to be here with you and to welcome you all. This is the program that has been organized to benefit you as a students and academicians to benefit for you so that you can work in your future endeavors in the best manner. And once again, as I've already told you that it is my pleasure to welcome all the delegates here. And I also thank all the delegates for their time and especially the organizing team for their effort, for their support. And we as a university family anticipate similar kind of cooperation and similar kind of support in future so that we can be the progress. We can be the partners in our progresses. So with that note, once again, I am glad to welcome you all here. Welcome once again, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Umesh Singh Yadav, for welcome remarks. Now I'd like to request Dr. Deepesh Kharel to highlight the objective of the program. Dear sir, you are given 3 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jagdish sir. On the behalf of the
Global Network Project study in Japan, the University of Tokyo. First of all, I'd like to express my great appreciations to the Vice Chancellors, Dr. Professor Prem Narayan's Ariel. And also I'd like to express my great appreciations to the all deans and then the faculty members and the students of the Pokhara University. I would also like to express my great appreciations to the distinguished presenter today, the panelist from the Embassy of Japan, and also the professor from the Japanese University, and also the great speakers from the Nepalese University. So, and also the ex-students and some of the professors, they are also teaching here at the Pokhara University. So on all the staffs and then the university members supporting these programs, collaborating these programs to held in Pokhara University. This is the first times we used to have these kinds of programs at the Tribhuvan University in Nepal, collaborating for the since long times. And then many of the mixed scholarship students are mostly from the Tribhuvan University. So these years we like to take challenge and then to take cooperations to the Pokhara University and the Midwestern University. So that's the reasons we are here today. And we'd like to, because of the students' motivation to involve and to get some more information about these programs, we have a very limited hall. I mean, the space of the hall is very small. So we decided to hold these programs outside the hall. So maybe next year, maybe some other years, maybe we'll have beautiful, or maybe it's a big hall to accommodate big number of students. So today main objectives of this seminar to fill the information gap between the university in Nepal and also the university in Japan and the different academic institutions. Specifically, we'd like to provide you the scholarship opportunity and the academic programs in Japan, providing by the Japanese government Ministry of Education and also other private scholarship fund. So in Japan, there are more than 1,500 university, and now most of the university, they provides the English-based educations in the different faculties, different departments, engineering, medicals, and social science. And they're providing the number of scholarships focusing in the South Asia. So we'd like to, today we invited 4 universities, so they will provide some informations, and also from the Embassy of Japan's Miss Sato also gives some information about the MEX scholarship. So through these seminars, we try to bring the dialogue, discussions, and share informations and exchange ideas on the higher education opportunity for the young students in Japan. So I hope this dialogue and this discussion provides all of you for the great opportunity for the higher educations and in the future careers. And I also like to express that this dialogue is not only help to promote the relations between the academic institutions, but also help to develop and promote the relations between the country labels and also the citizens labels. So let's hope to listen great ideas from the distinguished presenters, and then I hope this day will be gives a lot of the idea for all the students who are thinking for the future careers and higher education in Japan. Thank you very much, Sakteshi.
Thank you very much, Dr. Dipesh. He's from the University of Tokyo, Japan. Now, I'm pleased to say you that we have video message from the ambassador of Japan in Nepal, His Excellency Mr. Kikuta Yutaka. So I would like to request our technical expert to play that video. Yes, please.
Namaste, Pokhara Vishwavidyalaya ka Vidyarthi Haru. I'm Kikuta Yutaka, Ambassador of Japan to Nepal, I'd like to welcome you all to Nepal-Japan Education Dialogue today. First of all, I'd like to express my deepest gratitude to the faculty and staff of the University of Tokyo for hosting this dialogue today. As you all know, opportunities for studying abroad have been quite limited for the past several years due to the COVID-19. The embassy has not been able to hold MEC scholarship selections, and it has also been difficult to hold study in Japan fair like this dialogue. However, this year, the embassy has resumed the next scholarship selection, and today we're able to hold this dialogue as a hybrid of person-to-person in Nepal and online from Japan. I'm delighted that we are getting back to a once normal environment where young students like you can pursue higher education opportunities abroad. As some of you may know, this year marks the 120th anniversary since the first 8 Nepali students were dispatched to Japan for their study in 1902. They were on a mission to be educated, to modernize and develop Nepal. During the long friendly decades, Japan has extended its assistance to Nepal for her development, including technical cooperation on education, because we Japanese firmly believe that the human resource development is a foundation of nation building. I'm aware that there are some teaching faculties in Pokhara University who studied in Japan as MEC scholarship students. We are very happy to hear such former students who received their higher education in Japan and now engaging in educational activities for the young Nepal students who are the future of Nepal. Not only in the field of research and education, those former students are now contributing to Nepal's development in a wide range of fields such as administration, medicine, and business. This is the very embodiment of what we believe in. I believe that today's dialogue will provide you with up-to-date and useful information about programs to study in Japan offered by each university and MEC scholarship program. We look forward to welcoming you in Japan in the near future. Last but not least, I'd like to express my sincere appreciation to Pokhara University for their cooperation in organizing this dialogue, and to Kyoto University, Kyushu University, and Japan University for their participation from Japan. Tapai harko adiyama safartako shpakamana cha. Dhanyavad.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, Mr. Kikuta Yutaka, the Ambassador of Japan in Nepal, for your remarkable speech, valuable speech, valuable video message. I'm pleased to share you that this Nepal-Japan educational dialogue is being on air live from Nepal Look Television as well as nepallook.com. And this program is hosted by Study in Japan Global Network Project, the University of Tokyo, in strong partnership with Pokhara University and Media Helpline. And I have already mentioned you that we have 7 presenters, very strong and valuable presentation we have. There are 2 Nepali presenters and the presenter from Embassy of Japan in Nepal, and there are another 3 presenters from the different University of Japan. So it will be very interesting, exciting, and fruitful for you. And all the students, I would like to request you to listen carefully, to watch carefully, to participate carefully, so that you can raise the question, you can ask the question, you can raise your concern as well about the scholarship, about the study environment, about the future career and all those. So you can ask question in Nepali also. नेपालीमा पनि सोध्न सकिनेछ र जापानिजमा पनि सोध्न सकिनेछ, इंग्लिशमा पनि सोध्न सकिनेछ। तपाईहरुको कन्सर्न हामी त्यसलाई चाहिँ राख्ने छौं र त्यो बाहेक यहाँहरूलाई के भनौँ भने यो सबै प्रेजेन्टेसनहरू पछि हामी तपाईहरूलाई पठाउने पनि छौँ। तपाईहरूको रजिस्ट्रेसन तपाईहरूले इमेल गर्नुभएको इमेल चाहिँ रजिस्ट्रेसनमा छ भने त्यो इमेल मार्फत तपाईहरूलाई हामी उहाँहरू सबैको प्रेजेन्टेसन पनि पठाउने छौँ। यो पनि यहाँहरूलाई अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु। के थाहा तपाईहरूकै अनुहारबाट जापानमा हायर एजुकेसनको लागि राम्रो राम्रो स्कलरसिप पढेर फर्केर आएर देश बनाउने विद्यार्थी नै यही अनुहारहरू मध्ये कोही छ कि र यो कार्यक्रमले त्यो एउटा चाहिँ उपलब्धि हासिल गर्छ कि। Now I would like to begin the presentation from Rashi Maharjan, especially focusing on university life in Japan. For glorious years of my life, his experience related with that. Ms. Rashi Maharjan, now it's your turn.
Yes, thank you very much, Jagdish sir, for handing over the floor to me. आज एकदम न्यानो काम लागिरहेको जस्तो छ है, देखेर एकदम खुसी लाग्यो। Minasan konnichiwa. I'm here to talk about my experiences at APU, which is why I have titled my presentation 4 Glorious Years of My Life. I will be briefly talking about myself, about APU, scholarship opportunities over there, and what I have learned in the process. So who am I? My name is Rashi Maharjan. Hello. I did my bachelor's in international relations and peace studies, and I did my schooling here in Ganaday Balbatica and my high school in St. Xavier's College. So if you ever happen to be from those institutions, please let me know. And I did my college from Ritsameka and Asia Pacific University, shortly abbreviated as APU. And what is life without hobbies, right? So I love to read. It is one of my biggest hobbies. And my current read is The Architect's Apprentice by Elif Shafak, who is a phenomenal writer. Now, moving on, where is APU? You might be wondering where this university is. So as you might all know that Japan is made up of islands. APU is located on the southernmost island of Japan called Kyushu in a city called Beppu. And it is famous for hot springs across the world. And I believe that it is second for hot spring. And the total population of Beppu stands at 121,000, including APU students. And it is away from the big cities, as you might have on mind the images of Kyoto, Osaka, and Tokyo. It is quite isolated in that sense, but if you love nature and if you love to be in nature, then I think it is quite the university for you, because as you can see, APU is a world of its own, close to the sea and mountains, similar like Nepal in some aspect. There are 2 major colleges that APU provides. One is Asia Pacific Studies, which gives you a Bachelor of Social Science, which has Environment and Development, Culture, Society, Media, Hospitality, Tourism, International Relations, and Peace Studies. And another College of Management provides you with BBA, which is quite famous in Nepal, which gives you courses such as Accounting and Finance, Strategic Management and Organization, Marketing, Innovation, and Economics. And you can graduate in 3 years with the Accelerated Graduation Program. Now, this is something that I didn't know before enrolling to APU, but we can also graduate similar to countries as Australia, UK, and India as well. So by the time you find your peers graduating, you might also have a master's degree, or you might have 3 years of bachelor's and a year of experiences that makes you ahead of your peers. And the classes are offered both in English and Japanese. So if you feel like you want to challenge yourself taking Japanese classes, you're more than free to do so. Statistically, there is a 49.5% of international students there currently, 92 countries represented by students, and 152 countries and regions represented by alumni. And the job placement for APU is quite high, standing at 96.2%. So this is something that you might be interested in, and particularly for me as a student, scholarship opportunities were very important. So there are 2 types of scholarship. One is called as the APU tuition reduction, and another one is private scholarship. Now, the main difference between those 2 is that you get APU tuition reduction at the time of enrollment. So before you enroll, you apply, and you're going to be directly considered to be a student for this tuition, for this scholarship. And another one is private scholarship, which you will be applying to after you enroll into APU. So even if you get a low scholarship, for example, let's say 30%, please don't worry, because you have a plethora of opportunities in the private scholarships at store for you. So moving on to the lessons learned, I think particularly for me, I view education as a tool to solve real life problems and give back to my community, because we all know the problems that loom large in a country like ours. That is why I believe that education should not be limited to just a degree and a paper. So that is why, as my time in Japan, I used to constantly think about the ways to give back to Nepal. I used to think of questions such as how can I impact back in the community, or how do I use my privilege as an international student in Japan. This is why I initiated a project titled Building Nation to Building Libraries, collecting funds to establish a library in a government school called Sri Shiva Saraswati Madhyamik Vidyalaya, and we transformed this vacant room into a library with the help of Leo Club of Kathmandu. And this is the library which now caters to 624 students.
Miss
What I do
Roshi
now,
Marzan, 2 minutes more. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the reminder. What I do now is I work with Leo Club, a youth-based voluntary organization. I give them sessions on leadership, and I create sessions that sort of create awareness about inculcating reading environment amongst the community. I also work in collaboration with the Ministry of Communications and Information Technology on a research regarding Rural Telecommunication Development Fund. So what I learned in my 4 years is, number one, I feel that my time in university made me resilient, because learning Japanese and adapting to a new environment was a very big challenge for me. As you can see in the picture, I was asked some questions in my entrance ceremony, and I was completely confused as to what was being asked. Another competency I would say is challenging spirit, working hard to gain independence, balancing all your academics, ECA, and the projects that you have can be really challenging, but it really makes you strong as an individual. And I think teamwork is a very essential skill that is required in the global world of today. And in the process, you make a lot of beautiful connections that nurture your life. Talking about the Nepali students at APU, the community is growing, and the community is also known for the academic excellence. We are very successful in landing scholarships, and the community there is very dedicated and hardworking. As you can see in the picture, this was from our cultural events. This is from our Dasai party that we had organized. And I think that contrary to what people think, when you go outside the country, people think that you lose your roots or you forget Nepali culture in general. But what I feel is that when you go out of your country, you stay more close to the roots, because in order to explain your friend why you put tika on your forehead in Dasai, you need to know why you do it. So it was very self-reflective for me in that area. And when you are out there representing your country, you're no longer a Nevar, Chetri, Tamang, you're known as a Nepali. And Nepal becomes your identity. And this is such a big responsibility that we need to carry as well. And I'm sure that everyone everyone aiming this goal shall definitely prevail amongst the difficult challenges that you might have as an international student. But the experience in itself.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for listening. And I hope to answer your questions if you have any. Thank you very much once again for giving me an opportunity. So
thank you very much, Roshi Marzan, for your experience in Japan. And thank you very much for the beautiful presentation. Now I would like to request Dr. Pavan Bhattarai, study opportunity in Japan, a former student perspective. Dear sir, you are also given 7 minutes. In 5 minutes, I will knock you. And within 2 minutes, hope you will conclude your presentation. And I would like to inform to all the presenter that you are given 7 minutes. And in 5 minutes, I'll knock you. And now I would like to hand over this virtual mic to Dr. Pavan Bhattarai. Dr. Bhattarai, I think your mic is mute. So would you please unmute your mic? Dr. Bhattarai, I think, would you please just unmute your mic? We are not hearing you. Is there any technical problem? So Dr. Bhattarai, your mic is not working properly. Would you please unmute your mic? Is it unmuted? Yes, now? Okay, you can start your presentation from the beginning. I think it's not working, so I think we can move to another presentation. We can move to another presentation. Dr. Bhattarai, would you please prepare your presentation for the another time so that now we can move to another presentation if the presenter is ready. I think we have the presenter physically, isn't it? Yeah, it's working.
Am I audible?
Yes, now you're audible.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Thanks.
Dr. Bhattarai, now
Sorry
your turn. Please.
for technical
No problem.
difficulty. I will share my.
Please, you can start your presentation, Dr.
Okay.
Bhattarai.
Thank you very much, Jagdish Kharel sir. Now the Pokhara University dignitaries present there and all the students and all the presenters with me. A warm good afternoon from myself. I allow from all of us to speak in Nepali so that I can more easily contact with the students, because this is especially designed this type of program for students. Thank you very much. So first I will introduce myself. My name is Pawan Bhattarai. I did my PhD from University of Kyoto University, you can say that. And I have a very much important 3 years in the Japan, and I like to share you about from the future student perspective how it was. त्यसकारण मैले तपाईहरुलाई आजको कार्यक्रममा चाहिँ अलिकति ग्रेजुएट स्टुडेन्ट म अलिकति साइन्स एन्ड टेक्नोलोजी तिर भएको हुनाले साइन्स एन्ड टेक्नोलोजीको पर्सपेक्टिभबाट ग्रेजुएट स्टुडेन्टको हिसाबले अगाडि कसरी बढ्न सकिन्छ भन्ने हिसाबले चाहिँ छोटो जानकारी दिन चाहन्छु अनि क्वेशन आन्सर्स लिउँला। सर्वप्रथम सम्पूर्ण विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरुले कुरा के बुझ्नु पर्यो भने पोखरा युनिभर्सिटी, म त्रिभुवन युनिभर्सिटी र पोखरा युनिभर्सिटी दुईटैमा इन्भल्भ छु र मलाई थाहा छ पोखरा युनिभर्सिटीको सिलेबस र करिकुलम भनेको एउटा वर्ल्ड क्लास स्ट्यान्डर्डको छ र तपाईहरुले पनि जापानमा कुनै पनि युनिभर्सिटीमा इजिली एक्सेस गरेर चाहिँ पढ्न पाउनुहुन्छ र धेरै जसो पोखरा युनिभर्सिटीको विद्यार्थीहरु पढि पनि रहनु भएको छ। त्यही भएर त्यसमा कुनै पनि डिफरेन्सिएसन छुट्याउनु भएन कि पोखरा युनिभर्सिटीको स्टुडेन्टहरु चाहिँ जान सक्दैन अथवा जान पर्दैन भन्ने हैन कि सबै स्टुडेन्टको हाम्रो जुन पोखरा युनिभर्सिटीको सिलेबसले चाहिँ त्यो कुरा कभर गर्छ। र म अलिकति सुरु गरौँ। जापानमा विद्यार्थीको संख्यामा यसमा धेरै समय चाहिँ लिन्न, थर्ड बेस्ट भनेको छ, तर यसमा थर्डमा चाहिँ धेरै जसो चाहिँ जापानिज ल्याङ्ग्वेज पढ्न जाने मात्रै छन्। 13,000 जना मात्रै हाम्रो चाहिँ हायर एजुकेसनमा छ रेकर्ड अनुसार। भनेपछि के बुझ्नु पर्यो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ जापान चाहिँ ल्याङ्ग्वेज पढ्न जाने हो, अरूलाई पढ्न पाउँदैन, जापानिज ल्याङ्ग्वेजमा पढ्नुपर्छ जस्ता जुन मिथहरु छ त्यो रङ हो। मैले एउटा पनि जापानिज ल्याङ्ग्वेज नपढिकन आई हेभ कम्प्लिटेड माई डिग्री। त्यसकारण तपाईहरुलाई इंग्लिश इज भेरी मच कम्फर्टेबल र हायर एजुकेसनमा जापानले धेरै नै स्कलरशिप दिन्छ र हामीले जापानलाई त्यो दृष्टिकोणबाट हेर्नुपर्छ। र जापानलाई हेर्नु भने 27 वटा जति नोबेल प्राइज विनर, फाइनान्शियल कन्ट्रिब्युसन इन थर्ड, ग्रस नेशनल इन्कम इन वर्ल्ड थर्ड, सबै र्याङ्किङ जुन मैले यहाँ स्लाइडमा राखेको छु हेर्नुभयो भने द टप कन्ट्री इन द वर्ल्ड। त्यसकारण यस्तो कन्ट्रीमा गएर पढेर पाउनु भनेको चाहिँ यो हाम्रो लागि चाहिँ निकै नै ठुलो उपलब्धि हो। र अघि नै एम्बेसडर सरले भनिसक्नु भएको छ 1902 बाट सुरु भएको जापान विद्यार्थी पठाउने आज हामी 120 वर्ष सेलिब्रेट गर्दैछौँ। जापानिज युनिभर्सिटी एलुमनाई एसोसिएसनले चाहिँ एम्बेसी अफ जापानसँग मिलेर हामी यो यस्ता कार्यक्रमहरू राख्दै पनि छौँ काठमाडौँहरुतिर। त्यसकारण यो चाहिँ 120 वर्ष हामी अहिले सेलिब्रेट गर्दैछौँ नेपालबाट चाहिँ जापानमा विद्यार्थी गएको। र एजुकेसन सिस्टम छोटोमा भन्नु पर्दाखेरि 12 वर्ष पढेपछि जापान जान पाइन्छ, पढ्न पाइन्छ। इभन 16 वर्षको एजुकेसन पछि चाहिँ युनिभर्सिटीमा गएर तपाईँ मजाले पढ्न पाउनुहुन्छ। नेपालको डिग्री इक्वली म्यानेजेबल छ, कुनै किसिमको कम गराउने अथवा केही हुने हुँदैन। नेपालको डिग्रीलाई चाहिँ पुरै मान्यता छ। अब जापानमा किन पढ्न जाने भनेर मेरो हिसाबको लागेको चाहिँ मैले 4-5 वटा पोइन्ट दिन चाहन्छु। एउटा हाई क्वालिटी अफ एजुकेसन चाहिँ निकै नै हाई क्वालिटी र कटिङ एज टेक्नोलोजीमा तपाईहरुले यस्तो बेसिक रिसर्च गर्छ। नोबेल प्राइज पाउनु भनेको तपाईहरु सबैले के बुझ्नु पर्यो भने त्यसै नोबेल प्राइज पाइदैन। रिसर्चको लेभल चाहिँ एकदम बेसिक लेभलको रिसर्च गर्छ, धेरै फन्डिङ गर्छ। तपाईहरुले एउटा प्रोफेसरसँग बसेर त्यहाँ काम गर्न थाल्नुभयो भने फिल गर्नुहुन्छ उनीहरुले कुनै कुरा फाइन्ड आउट गर्नको लागि यति धेरै इफोर्ट लाउँछ, यति धेरै सुविधा दिन्छ एउटा स्टुडेन्टलाई। त्यो म युरोप पनि बसेर आएको हो, मैले त्यो डिफरेन्ट गर्दाखेरि जापान मेरो लागि चाहिँ टप नै हो जस्तो लाग्छ। र एक्सलेन्ट इम्प्लोयमेन्ट अपर्च्युनिटी जो जापानमै बसेर काम गर्न चाहनुहुन्छ उहाँहरुको लागि त त्यहाँ पढेको डिग्री भएपछि एक्सलेन्ट छ। अब हामी फर्क्यौं आफ्नै कन्ट्रीमा, तर धेरै अपर्च्युनिटी थियो त्यो अपर्च्युनिटी हुँदाहुँदै पनि धेरैजना चाहिँ हामी फर्केका छौँ। अब त्यही पनि पोखरा युनिभर्सिटीमा पनि तपाईँहरूले देख्नुहुन्छ कि प्रोफेसरहरू हुन्छ जापानबाटै फर्केर आउनु भएको छ। म 2 जना प्रोफेसर मिश्र र प्रोफेसर गेवालीलाई म चिन्छु सिभिल इन्जिनियरिङमा, उहाँहरू पनि फर्केर आउनु भएको छ जापानबाट नेपालमा। सो दे आर एक्सलेन्ट प्रोफेसर। सो सबै अपर्च्युनिटी त्यहाँ पनि छ, तपाईँ त्यही बस्ने हो भने र यहाँ आए पनि राम्रो हुन्छ। त्यस्तै कल्चर, हाम्रो कल्चर र जापानको कल्चरमा खासै तपाईँ नयाँ ठाउँ गएको जस्तो फिल हुँदैन। एकदम राम्रा छन् जापानिजहरूले हेल्प गर्छन्, कहीँ पनि हामी फरक पाउँदैनौँ। नेचरको कुरा गर्ने हो भने नेपाललाई तपाईँ बिर्सनुहुन्न, जापान जानुभयो भने पनि राम्रो इन्भाइरोमेन्ट छ, एक्जोटिक नेचर छ। अब माउन्टेनमा माउन्टेन देख्नुहुन्छ, हुन त हाम्रो जस्तो धेरै
Dr.
हाइल्स
Bhattarai,
नभए
2
पनि
minutes more. Thank
ओके
you.
सेफ्टी छ, फुड छ, राम्रो खानाको लागि पनि त्यति टेन्सन छैन। डिफ्रेन्ट युनिभर्सिटीहरूको ऱ्याङ्किङ हेर्नुभयो भने वर्ल्ड क्लास युनिभर्सिटीमा युनिभर्सिटी अफ टोकियो, क्योटो युनिभर्सिटी, टोकियो युनिभर्सिटी लगायत युनिभर्सिटीहरू पर्छन् तपाईँहरूले यसमा। र युनिभर्सिटी एजुकेसनको कुरा गर्नुपर्दा अघि नै मैले भने एकदमै एकाडेमिक एचिभमेन्ट गर्नुपर्ने छ तपाईँलाई हाई क्वालिटीको भने चाहिँ जापान तपाईँको डेस्टिनेसन हुनसक्छ। र एउटा इम्पोर्टेन्ट कुरा के हो भन्दा जापानमा हामीले बुझ्नुपर्ने चाहिँ अलिक फरक तरिकाको एजुकेसन सिस्टम छ। एउटा प्रोफेसर हुन्छ, उसको अन्डरमा एउटा एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर, एउटा कन्ट्र्याक्ट बेस्ड एसिस्टेन्ट प्रोफेसर हुन्छ र उसलाई ल्याब भन्ने चलन छ। र हामीले ल्याबमा अप्लाई गरेर ल्याबको अन्तर्गत विद्यार्थीहरू हुन्छन् र एउटा प्रोफेसरको अन्तर्गत भएका ल्याबमा बसेर हामीले रिसर्च गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ। इभन मास्टर्समा पनि थ्योरी भन्दा पनि बढी रिसर्चमा ध्यान दिइन्छ। र युरोपमा बसेर जापानमा बसेकोमा फरक के हो भन्दाखेरि जब तपाईँहरू कुनै सिरियस प्रब्लममा हुनुहुन्छ, युरोपियनहरूले तपाईँ रिफ्रेस हुनुहोस्, फ्यामिलीसँग जानुहोस्, घुम्नुहोस् भन्छन् भने जापानमा चाहिँ अझै हार्डवर्क गर्नुहोस् अनि तपाईँ सफल हुनुहुन्छ भन्नुहुन्छ। द्याट्स द डिफरेन्स बिट्विन रेस्ट अफ द वर्ल्ड एन्ड द जापान। र लास्टली तपाईँहरूलाई म के भन्छु भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ ल्याब अप्लाई गर्नु पर्यो। ल्याबमा हेर्नुहोस् कुन प्रोफेसरसँग तपाईँको सब्जेक्ट मिल्छ, त्यो ल्याबको प्रोफेसरको चाहिँ ब्याकग्राउन्ड हेर्नुहोस्, त्यो आधारमा अप्लाई गर्नुभयो भने तपाईँहरूले सजिलैसँग चाहिँ जापानमा स्कलरसिप पाउनुहुन्छ। मेरो एक्सपिरियन्समा चाहिँ के कुरा म्याटर गर्छ स्कलरसिपमा भन्दाखेरि एउटा तपाईँको एकाडेमिक्स अफकोर्स म्याटर गर्छ, अर्को तपाईँले प्रपोजल लेख्नुपर्ने हुन्छ। भलै त्यो प्रपोजल पछि चेन्ज हुनसक्छ, तर तपाईँले लेखेको प्रपोजल तपाईँको लागि इम्पोर्टेन्ट हुनसक्छ। प्रोफेसरसँग कतिवटा सिट छ त्यो इम्पोर्टेन्ट हुन्छ। र मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेन्ट इज लेटर अफ रिकमेन्डेसन। तपाईँहरूले चाहिँ राम्रो लेटर अफ रिकमेन्डेसन चाहिँ प्रोफेसर्सहरूबाट, त्यहाँबाट ग्रेजुएटहरूबाट ल्याउनु भयो भने तपाईँहरूको सेलेक्सन चान्सेस चाहिँ बढ्छ। र फाइनली अहिले स्कलरसिपको बारेमा थाहा पाउनुहुन्छ, देयर आर सो मेनी स्कलरसिप। प्रेस्टिजियस स्कलरसिप भनेको मिक्स्ड स्कलरसिप हो, तपाईँहरूले अहिले पछि यसको बारेमा थाहा पाउनुहुन्छ, मैले यसमा धेरै भनिनँ। धेरै खालका स्कलरसिपहरू पाउनुहुन्छ के अरे युनिभर्सिटी अनुसार। र त्यसकारण तपाईँहरू सबैले तयार हुनुहुन्छ, केही फरक पर्दैन, अप्लाई, हामीहरू यहाँ छौँ हेल्प गर्नलाई। यदि तपाईँलाई कुनै हेल्प चाहियो भने आई एम हियर, अरू प्रोफेसरहरू पनि हुन्छ। तर मैले आफ्नो वर्डिङ के राखेँ भन्दाखेरि इफ यु आर लुकिङ फर अ क्वालिटी एजुकेसन विथ द युज अफ लेटेस्ट or advanced technology for basic to advanced research while enjoying the exotic nature, culture and food under safe environment for higher future prospect, choose Japan. That's my last word. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bhattarai, for your beautiful presentation. I would like to request all the students, please, एकचोटि यो तपाईहरुको यतातर्फ हेर्नुस् त, त्यहाँ 8 जना विद्यार्थी देख्नुहुन्छ। 1902 मा उहाँ विद्यार्थीहरु पहिलो विद्यार्थी जो जापानमा अध्ययन गरेर नेपाल फर्किनु भएको। आज 120 वर्ष भएछ। I would like to express my sincere thanks to the Embassy of Japan in Nepal for providing this beautiful picture. र यसको लागि धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद छ। त्यहाँबाट सुरु भएको यात्रा हाम्रो 120 वर्ष भएछ। And once again, I'm pleased to share you that this program is hosted by Study in Japan Global Network Project, the University of Tokyo in a strong partnership with Pokhara University and Media Helpline. And on behalf of organizer, we have virtually Mr. Kazuhiro Mori as well as Masako Sano also. I would like to welcome them also. And now I would like to request Miss Mayuko Sato for the presentation, mostly focus on mixed scholarship and embassy in Nepal. Thank you.
Thank you. Namaskar. I'm Mayuko Sato from Embassy of Japan. I'm Cultural Secretary. Thank you all students and faculties for joining this dialogue today. In my presentation, I would like to mostly focus on MEX scholarship, which is Japanese government scholarship. MEX is an abbreviation of Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science, and Technology. I would like to say today's presentation is based on this year's application guideline, which is already closed in embassy. So for the next year's guideline, please wait till next April or early May. Okay, there are two application routes for MEX scholarship. The first is the embassy recommendation. Students apply to the Embassy of Japan in Nepal, and they take the selection there. The second is the university recommendation. Students apply directly to universities in Japan without going through the embassy. Today, I will mainly explain about the embassy recommendation. Okay. There are three categories for MEX scholarship: research students, undergraduate students, and specialized training college students. Application have to fulfill all the qualification as follows. Yeah, my voice is too small. Can you go to the next slide? Okay, applicants have to fulfill all the qualification as follows. For research students, you must be completed 16 years of education in country other than Japan. For PhD course, it's 18 years. And you should be achieved grade 70% for natural science and 60% for humanities and social science on average throughout our education period, such as SE 2+10 exam to 10+2 exam in final result for your bachelor degree. You must be under 35 years old as of April 1st at the commencement of the scholarship year. And applicants are eligible to apply this scholarship under the same field of their previous degrees. The term of scholarship is basically 2 years, but it could be extended for further studies under certain conditions. For undergraduate students who wish to apply this scholarship must fulfill this qualification. You must be completed 12 years of education, but it is also open for applicants who pass the 12th grade test, even if you were in the 11th grade. And you should be achieved score of SAE and +2 exam, 75% of natural science and 65% of the social. Applicants must be between 70 to 24 years old. And you are eligible to select your preferred field of study for humanities in social sciences to natural sciences. The term of the scholarship is basically 5 years, but it depends on the field you choose. And for the undergraduate students, the 5 years include 1 year of Japanese language course. So you can take Japanese classes after you went to Japan, after you go to Japan. And for the specialized training college, I think I'm going to just skip this slide because the qualification is same as undergraduate students. And to study specialized training colleges, you are eligible to select your preferred field of study from followings, which you can see on our website maybe later. And the term of scholarship is basically 3 years. And this course also includes 1 year Japanese language course. And it could be extended. Okay, then MEX scholarship will support students with followings. The monthly allowance, which is, for example, 144,000 Japanese yen for research students for every month, and travel costs around the airfare between Nepal and Japan, which allow you to come back to Nepal after the completion of your study, and school fees, admission fee and tuition fee will be completely covered. selection process is like this. For research student, it starts in May, and the embassy selection stage will finish in September. But after that, you will take the selection by the government of Japan. So the whole selection process will end in the December to January. Next, please. The selection process for undergraduate and specialized training is like this. It starts in June and end in January. Okay, and this is the number of applicants and selected students. As the table shows, the number for 2023 have not been finalized yet because they are still on the process. And we can see the number of 2023 has been dropped from the other year. This is because we have make the application requirements a bit stricter than every year, since to avoid the prevent the COVID-19. So what we will have to see what will happen next year. And this is the breakdown of the numbers. As you can see, over 90% in research and about 70% in undergraduate applicants study natural science. That means we can say that humanities and social science students, the next scholarship is less competitive. Sorry, thank you. Finally, I would like to add a little bit about university recommendations. In this route, Japanese universities directly recruit their own students based on their inter-university exchange agreements, etc. The categories are only for research and undergraduate. And the number of successful students is in this table. And as the table shows, every year, the same or more students go to Japan on university recommendation than on embassy recommendation. So I would like to say that some people may have the impression that the embassy is the first place to apply for MEX scholarship, but we would like to tell you that we still have a university recommendation route. So I would like you to see both route and try as much as you can. Okay. Next, as I have told, next year's application guideline will be announced in April or early May. So please check our website or Facebook. We will look forward to receiving your application. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Mayako Sato, the Second Secretary of Embassy of Japan in Nepal, for your excellent presentation. हामीले तीनवटा प्रेजेन्टेसन सकिसकेका छौं। सम्पूर्ण विद्यार्थी साथीहरूलाई यहाँहरूलाई समय आधी घण्टा भन्दा बढी छुट्याइएको भएर मज्जाले क्वेशनहरू सोध्न सकिन्छ। स्कलरशिप के छ, स्टडी इन्भाइरोमेन्ट के छ, जापान सुरक्षित छ कि छैन, जापानको अनुभवहरू कस्तो छ, अथवा युनिभर्सिटीहरू कस्ता छन्, के विषय पढ्न सकिन्छ, यी धेरै कुराहरू छन् जसमा तपाईहरुले आफ्नो प्रश्न अथवा आफुलाई लागेको कुराहरू सोध्न सक्नुहुन्छ। अरु दुईजना तीनजना अरु महत्त्वपूर्ण प्रेजेन्टरहरू हुनुहुन्छ। नाउ आई वुड लाइक टु रिक्वेस्ट मिस ऋषि इशिदा एन्ड मिस साराश्री ढुङ्गाना, दे विल बी फोकसिङ इन देयर प्रेजेन्टेसन on peace and conflict study course in Japan, master level. I would like to hand over the microphone virtually.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, we would like to appreciate and thank you, the organizer, University of Tokyo, and the students and the faculty of the Pokhara University. Welcome to today's session. So we are Tokyo University of Foreign Studies. Your first step to explore the world starts here. Tokyo University of Foreign Studies is located in Tokyo, the capital of Japan, about 30 minutes of a train ride from downtown Tokyo, in a very quiet residential area. I have to say that our university is not huge. We are relatively small in size, specializes in humanities and social sciences, especially language studies and international studies. Today we have Sarah Sri, one of the students who have just graduated from our master's program called Peace and Conflict Studies course, and she has pursued into her doctoral studies this last month. She has been studying Peace and Conflict Studies course, one of the programs that we offer in the field of international studies. As a university specializes in language studies, the number of languages taught at this university reaches 81. Students of this university are very much interested in languages and area studies of all over the world. So once you come to this university, you will be able to meet with Japanese students who are interested in your country, your culture, and your language. We have currently 3 degree programs that are offered in English or English and Japanese. For the undergraduate, we have the School of Japan Studies. For the master's program, we have this Peace and Conflict Studies course, which we will mainly be going over today. For the doctoral program, we have the Joint Doctoral Program for Sustainability Research. Before we go into the details of these programs, let me note the options that you may have. If you already have a very high Japanese proficiency, you will have a huge options available. But still, even if you do not have any Japanese proficiency at the moment, you will be able to apply for those programs that are offered in English and Japanese. And this Peace and Conflict Studies course, which we will be talking about today, is one of them. For these 3 programs, pre-arrival admission is available, meaning that you can apply directly from Nepal, which Sarashri actually did. And also, you will be screening over while you are in Nepal, having an interview through Zoom or internet video system, and you will receive the admission results directly from Japan to Nepal. As for the expenses, we are a national university, meaning that the academic fees are relatively low compared with the private universities in Japan. And for the living expense, I have to tell you that the expense in Tokyo is not cheap. I have to say that it is rather expensive. But since we are located in a relatively suburb of Tokyo, the rent is low compared with downtown Tokyo. And it is very quiet and very safe environment. And still, it is only about 30 to 40 minutes of a train ride from downtown Tokyo. Many students also work part-time. Students who come to Japan as a student on a student visa will be able to work up to 28 hours a week based on the fact that you have the working permission. The university will give the students a detailed instructions on how to get this working permission. Ms. Sato of the embassy just mentioned in detail about the scholarships. If you wish to secure a scholarship prior to your arrival to Japan, our recommendation is to go through the procedure for the Japanese government scholarship, the so-called MEX scholarship. As Ms. Sato was explaining, embassy recommendation is one of the ways to secure the scholarship. But let me know.
Ms. Ishida, now 2 minutes more. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You need to apply for both the scholarship and also for the scholarship, for the program, meaning that you have to go through 2 procedures in order to receive scholarship and also study at the degree program. So since the time is limited, let me just briefly go over this Peace and Conflict Studies course. It is a 2 years master's program and the language of education is English. We are relatively small in size, accepting 10 to 12 students per year, but have a very diverse background. The curriculum that we cover includes foundation of human violence and group conflict, gender and peace, religion, identity, and nationalism, to name a few. But I guess I should also hand over the microphone to Sarashri, because most of the students here would like to hear her speak. So, Sarashri, may I ask you to explain about this Peace and Conflict Studies course and the experience that you have been having here at Tufts?
Thank you so much for handing over the microphone to me, since I may not have much time. So I would like to ask the students to ask me any questions that you want to during the Q&A session regarding MEXT scholarship, regarding our university, Tokyo University of Foreign Studies, and if your research interest is related to humanities and social sciences. And so I will be very, very happy to answer all of the questions and queries that you have. So yes, that's what I would like to say, since I don't know how much time I have for our presentation.
Thank you so much, Ms. Sarasri and Ms. Ri Ishida, for your presentation. Definitely in Q&A session, you will be asked question by the student. So be prepared for that. I'm sorry to interrupt you. And now we will move to Miss Mizuho Uno. So she will just introduce the KUFS. I think it's a Kyoto University of Foreign Study. Your time is 7 minutes. In 5 minutes, I'll knock you. Now it's your turn.
Hello.
Yes, please. You can
Hello.
start your presentation.
Okay, thank you. Hello, namaste. I'm Uno from Kyoto University of Foreign Studies. Today, I will introduce about our university and information of the admission examinations. Kyoto University of Foreign Studies is in Kyoto, and everyone knows Kyoto, right? Kyoto is very attractive city and comfortable to live. There are traditional temples in Kyoto, of course, around our university. Arashiyama, Kinkakuji, Kiyomizu-dera, Toji. And next, I will introduce about our university. KUFS was established in 1947. This year is 75th anniversary. We have long history, and our motto is World Peace Through Language. Number of students are not too much. About 350 students are international students. And KUFS has 2 faculties and 11 departments. Among them, international students can study at Department of Japanese Studies, Global Studies, and Global Tourism. The differences between the 2 faculties are here. Department of Global Studies, students are using English in classes. And next, I will introduce about the admission examination. Here is the details and requirements. You can check it by our website. And you can apply on the internet using the admissions office system we call TAO. First, register on the admissions office TAO and download the application documents, application form from the TAO. Third, pay an examination fee, 30,000 Japanese yen on flywire by your credit card. Second, send all the original documents by mail, not email, by mail. So you can apply the internet and your pay by credit card. This is the website of the admissions office, or you can choose. You can choose Kyoto University of Foreign Studies from here. here is the schedule of the examination living outside of Japan, Schedule B. Schedule A has already finished, so today I will introduce about Schedule B. The application will be on next year, January, and enrollment will be April next year. And you will take only online interview from Nepal. And also KFS has also international student can apply September enrollment too. So, but this enrollment period will be September next year. When the admission examination, if you have high score of language test, you will get admission fee exemption, 330,000 yen. You can get exemption.
Miss Uno, 2 minutes more. Thank you.
And also, after you enter our university, you can apply these scholarships, but you cannot apply them before entering. You can apply them after you enter our university. We have many scholarships. Today, I have not too much time, so I speak very first. So if you have any questions after my presentation, you can contact me anytime. And also here is the QR code about our university or admission examination information. So please check the QR code now. And so thank you for listening. Dhanyavad. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Mayuko, Miss Mizuho Uno, for your beautiful presentation. Dear student, I would like to say you that this program will be broadcasting through image channel television also. We will inform you, and all these presentation we will send you the presentation to your email address that you have registered in that text, in registered text. So now I would like to request Miss Rossi Gupta for the presentation focusing on International University of Japan.
Okay, thank you so much, Jagdish sir, and thank you for the organizers of this very eventful, very important event, and also Pokhara University. Okay, so my name is Rashi Gupta, and here I represent International University of Japan. I know my time is limited, so I'll try to be brief. Yet I would like to really share my experiences to all of you about International University of Japan. Okay, I'm sharing my screen right now. Jagdish sir, can I share a video? Is that okay?
Yes, please. Okay. So do you have video?
Yes, I have video.
Please share.
Okay.
Can share.
Yes. Okay. So I am alumni from the year of 2010. I graduated from Graduate School of International Relations, focusing on International Peace Study program. And it's been so long. It's 2010 and now it's 2022. But still in my mind, clearly, I can remember every single day I spent in IUJ. I have a lot of beloved Nepali friends as well. And from that time, they introduced me with momos. So I cannot remember that. I cannot forget that moment. So this one, I'm going to share about International University of Japan. I hope all of you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I hope, just let me know if the voice is audible. Okay, Jagdish sir, is the voice audible? Can you all hear?
Would you please play once?
Okay, wait, let me just, maybe I haven't activated the or share sound. Okay. Okay. So IUJ is from, here's the place, Niigata, Japan, 90 minutes from Tokyo. There's this all on campus student dormitories. You can see here all the international students from all around the world. 90% students are from all over the world.
Because of the multicultural environment, IUJ is where the world gathers, so it was a no-brainer for me.
Is that you have small class sizes, and this allows you professors and students to really interact closely, which is for me a great experience, so you can bring in your ideas in the class.
Through the classes, for sure I learned a lot, but I feel I learned more since the life here. Especially in a dormitory, we live together with international students.
If you want to work for multinational corporations or international organizations like UN or IMF or World Bank, studying here at IJ is really very good because you get to meet people from over 30 countries. They will be your classmate, your group mate, or your teammate, and working with them is fun, at the same time frustrating, but that's good exercise for your work.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video.
Ms. Rashi Gupta, you have 1 minute more.
Not 3, because it's only 4 now. You have 7 minutes for me, Jagdish sir.
I have 1 minute more. Only.
Okay. So I'm just going to go really quick. So here, I'm just going to go that IUJ is basically a graduate school, international relations and also management. So here are, you can see the programs like it's mentioned there. Why IUJ? Okay, so one thing, I'm just going to go very quick. It's about network. Okay, so the IUJ consists of like 90% of students from all around the world. And these people are not only from, taken from other countries, but people who are from governments as well. So also from companies in Japan. So here, not only you study, but you will do your networking building, which will help you for your job. Okay. Here, scholarships is immense, a lot abundance. They are from, of course, foreign governments and international organizations, JICA, and also other private companies. It is a very good MBA school and also very good master degrees. Okay, and basically here is to accommodate your needs, what you want to be in the future. IUJ has it. Okay, and living with different kind of people around the world, it helps you, prepare you to work in the global kind of level. So if you see yourself in a global kind of stage, working all around the world, and you want to work in a Nepal government with other countries, basically this is the place you should.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry.
Wait. Yeah. I just want to
for the wonderful presentation.
Yes.
Definitely, we will share your presentation to all the students. Thank you very much for your time and presentation. Now, I would like to request Mr. Kyoshi Takeda, Kyoto University of Advanced Science, KUKS. He will be focusing his presentation, basically engineering degree in Japan in English medium. Mr. Takeda.
Namaste, everyone. Meiro Nabu Takeda. I work at the Kyoto University of Advanced Science, Japan. I'm so pleased to talk about our all new and exciting engineering program. The good news for you is now program is now conducted completely in English language, not in the Japanese language. So believe me, you don't have to be concerned about your prior Japanese language knowledge when you apply for KUS engineering. So here's a picture of what we do. As you see again, it's the program conducted in 100% in English. So why study in Japan? To make a long story short, Japan is the best of place for wages for engineers compared to even compared to other developed Asian countries like Hong Kong, Taiwan, China, Singapore, Malaysia. Compared to all these countries, Japan still far ahead of these countries in terms of annual wages for engineers. A bit about us, Kyoto University of Advanced Science. So let me pause for a while here. Okay, sorry. So a bit about us. Kyoto University of Advanced Science, KUAS for short. It started in 1969. It's a Japanese government accredited private university located in Kyoto Prefecture, and it has 3,000 students, a small size of universities, and with teachers and students ratio around 17:1. And if you are not familiar with a map of Japan, or if you take a look at the map in green on the right-hand side, where you see where Kyoto is. Good news. The good news is KUS engineering comes with greater scholarship programs in the form of tuition reduction. If you are selected, you could be a recipient of 30% of the scholarship in the form of tuition reduction, or 50% of tuition reduction, or 100% of tuition reduction. So criteria for scholarships and admissions. Number one is that we are like to have students overall strong GPA in grade 10 or 11 and 12. And also we'd like to have students who have a good track records in physics and math, given the nature of any engineering programs throughout the world. And we also like to have students who earn the notable 10+2 exam results. And also we take a look at the quality of how you write yourself essay. And of course, you can take into our close consideration your great interview performance if you are invited online. So in other words, that we take holistic reviewing process to make a decision on our scholarships for any applicants, And we are so proud to introduce two Nepalese student scholars. One of them, Bino Kandel, who won our scholarships by 50% tuition reductions 2 years ago. By the way, he earned a GPA 3.81 at NEP. And the other students I'd like to introduce is Sival Bigyan, who was also our scholar by in the form of tuition reduction by 50% last year. By the way, he also earned as much as a GPA 3.71 and a GPA at NAB. We are so proud to have started hosting these students at our engineering school. From engineers' perspective, Kyoto is a great place, as you see, and there are so many world technology class technology firms headquartered in our cities. What exactly we do is a combination of computer data processing and mechanical engineering and electrical engineering all combined on the same program in one package. Which makes
2 minutes more. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for kind reminder. And yes, it comes in all in one package without really having to giving up learning any one of them. Again, you can, as a student, you can learn all about mechanical, electrical, computer, and data processing on the same program. So here, it's really important to understand the entry requirements for undergraduates. Number one, we require any applicants to have a comprehensive understanding of physics and math equivalent to high school level, 10+2 levels, and preferably students need to have a comprehensive understanding of algebra, geometry, pre-calculus, statistics of force and motion, waves of electricity, and magnetism atom structures. And also, we'd like to see your English, your proficiency levels are 71 for IBT, 5.5 or better for IELTS. Here's the application documents, pretty straightforward and required, which is typically required by any institution from around the world. And if you take a look at number 5, and if you have not taken the 10+2 exam results yet, you could send us your applications later with no major problems. This is the tuition cost. And next opening date for application will be on December 1st, just 2 weeks away. If you are really interested, you need to keep it in this mind, and you need to start organizing your necessary documents as quickly as possible.
Mr. Takeda.
Okay.
Yeah, may I say thank you?
Okay, thank you very much. Namaste, everyone. Namaste,
thank you very much,
bye.
Mr. Kyoshi Takeda, Kyoto University of Advanced Science, KUAS, for the excellent presentation regarding KUAS. This program, Nepal-Japan Educational Dialogue, is organized by Study in Japan Global Network Project, the University of Tokyo, in a strong partnership with Pokhara University and Media Helpline. And I'm pleased to share you that this program will be broadcasting through image channel, television, as well as radio also. And now we are in live on nepalloop.com. एन्ड नेपाल लुक टिभी यो कार्यक्रम सम्पूर्ण रूपमा तपाईले पुरै 2 घण्टाको हेर्न चाहनुहुन्छ भने पनि नेपाल लुक टिभी सब्स्क्राइब गर्नुभयो भने त्यहाँ पनि यो प्रोग्राम अहिले लाइभ भइरहेको प्रोग्राम रेकर्ड रहनेछ यसको सम्पूर्ण कुराहरू पाउनुहुनेछ र त्यसको साथमा यहाँहरूलाई हामीले अघि नै भन्यौं लिंक पनि हामी उपलब्ध गराउने छौं एकचोटी अब हाम्रो प्रेजेन्टेसन सकिएको छ सम्पूर्ण सहभागीलाई हाम्रो 7 जना प्रेजेन्टरलाई एकचोटी एकदमै जोरदार ताली बजाएर उहाँहरूलाई thanks Manu. Thank you very much all the presenter for your wonderful, valuable, significant and fruitful presentation. So indeed, this is really good and fruitful for the student of Pokhara University and all the stakeholder in Nepal. अब अलिकति experience को कुरा गरौँ now. I'd like to request Dr. Khemraj Joshi. He is the former Dean of Health and Science Pokhara University and young scientist to share his experience in Japan. उहाँ भर्खरै केही समय अगाडि जापानबाट अध्ययन गरेर फर्किनु भएकोले you are given 3 minutes sir, only 3 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Jagdish sir. Konnichiwa, Sato-san. Respected delegates and my dear friends and my dear students. It's very difficult to share my experience of Japan in 3 minutes, but I will try. Okay. First of all, in Pokhara University, as per my knowledge, we are 5 professors here, studied from Japan, 2 from MEST scholarship, including me and another one, and remaining 3 from a private or university scholarship. Experience in Japan, due to the Japan, I am here. Due to the Japan, I am here because I have got the MEST scholarship in Japan. I did my PhD in pharmaceutical sciences and public policy. And from that, there is a very excellent network between the American universities. And I have got the experience to Harvard University from there in Japan. And I came to Nepal and served as a Dean of Faculty of Health Sciences in 4 years. And during the time of last year of Dean, what I made a relation to Harvard University from Japan to US, and I applied to Harvard University, and I got a public policy program, that is 21st Century Leadership Program in US Harvard University. So that there is an excellent cutting edge technology, excellent network in Japan. That is not very tough, though MEST scholarship very tough. We need to cover 75% average marks in science and 65% average marks in social sciences. During the first days in Japan, we miss a lot of things like spicy foods, Nepalese culture, Indian culture. If we meet the Bangladeshi, Pakistani, and Indian, we just thinking, he is my brother, he is my sister. So we miss a lot of things. But by passing the time, they made us like a Japanese, because the culture is 90% is similar, though some foods are different to Japan and here. I request my dear students, if you have any question, if you have any problem about the application of this Japanese scholarship program, particularly MEST, I will help. Though we are 5 faculties are here, we do have a lot of experiences about this one. We sure we are here and you can come with us by in different medias. Thank you, Japanese government, for making me. Lastly, I can say I have got 3 scholarships in Japan. Research student, PhD student from MEST scholarship, research student from MEST scholarship, and there is one fellowship research, that is the JASO. I am the very luckiest person. I got 2 scholarships, MEST scholarship along with Hugo scholarship. That is rare in Japan. So that I'm very much thankful to Japanese government. Thank you. Thank you, Pokhara University also.
Thank you very much, Dr. Khemraj Joshi. He's the former Dean Health Science Pokhara University, for sharing the experience and guiding the students and advising the students, suggesting the students for the next scholarship as well as others. So once again, I would like to express my sincere thanks to all the presenter who has presented a beautiful presentation regarding higher education opportunity in Japan. Once again, Ms. Rashi Maharjan, Professor Dr. Pavan Bhattrai, Ms. Mayuko Sato-san, likewise Ri Ishida and Ms. Sara Sridhungana, Mizuho Uno, Ms. Rashi Gupta, Mr. Kyoshi Takeda, to all the presenter, I would like to express our sincere thanks to you. And now I would like to encourage to the student of Pokhara University to raise the question, to ask the question to all the your concerned panelist or your concerned presenter and issue. Now I'd like to start the Q&A session, question and answer session. You can ask question in Nepali, even in English, even in Japanese. It's open. The floor is open. I would like to request some volunteers or some technician to assist, providing mic to the student, those who wants to ask the questions. तपाईहरुले नेपालीमा पनि सोध्न सकिन्छ, अंग्रेजीमा पनि सोध्न सकिन्छ, खास गरेर छात्रवृत्तिको सन्दर्भमा, त्यहाँको स्टडी इन्भाइरोमेन्टको सन्दर्भमा, त्यहाँ कस्ता कस्ता युनिभर्सिटीहरु छन्, तपाईले जे सपना देखिराख्नु भएको छ, यो विषय चाहिँ म जापानमा गएर पढ्न पाएर उच्च शिक्षा हासिल गर्न पाए केही गर्थे भन्ने त्यो कुराहरुसँग सम्बन्धित क्वेशन सोध्नु भयो भने पनि र तपाईको जो सम्बन्धित प्रेजेन्टर प्यानलिस्ट हुनुहुन्छ उहाँसँग सम्बन्धित भएन भने पनि on behalf of organizer we have Kazuhiro Mori, Masako Sano, as well as Dr. Dipesh Kharel from the University of Tokyo, and definitely we have Mayuko Sato-san from the Embassy of Japan in Nepal. उहाँहरु सबै हुनु भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि ती प्रश्नहरुको जवाफ चाहिँ हामी पनि खोज्ने छौं, and it will be recorded on television also, YouTube also, so that they will see the link. र पछि पनि हाम्रो इमेल मार्फत पनि धेरै प्रश्नहरुको जवाफ चाहिँ तपाईलाई आउन सक्छ। यो एउटा फोरम मात्रै भएकोले now I would like to open the floor. I would like to encourage to all the students to raise the question. Now it's your turn. Please, the floor is open. र तपाईहरुको आफ्नो सक्रियताले तपाईहरुको उसले नै पोखरा युनिभर्सिटीको नि धेरै कुरा हुन्छ। Please.
Okay, questions from the students or faculties, anyone, please. This has been organized for you.
Yes.
First, introduce yourself and then ask.
Please.
Myself, Bina Panta from BFAM, 4th year. I have one question. For female student, is there any special opportunities, scholarship opportunities? This is my query.
Thank you so much. एकचोटी उहाँलाई जोरदार तालीले धन्यवाद दिउँ न। फिमेलहरु धेरै अगाडि तपाईले त्यसको रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्नुभयो र क्वेशन सोध्नुभयो। थ्यांक यू सो मच। अब अरु विद्यार्थी प्लिज। सिक्युरिटीको कुराहरु पनि हुन सक्छ, स्कलरशिपको हुन सक्छ, स्टडी इन्भाइरोमेन्टको हुन सक्छ, ल्याङ्ग्वेजको हुन सक्छ, खानाको हुन सक्छ, रहन सहन, संस्कृति, परम्परा, तपाईको मनमा लागेका क्वेशनहरु जे छ, प्लिज।
हेलो,
मास्क चाहिँ खोल्ने हो कि?
हेलो, नमस्ते। म सागर शर्मा, सिभिल इन्जिनियरिङबाट। अनि त्यहाँ कम्प्युटर इन्जिनियरिङ अरुको बारेमा कुरा भयो, अनि सिभिल इन्जिनियरिङको बारेमा के कस्तो स्कलरशिपहरुको व्यवस्था छ त्यसको बारेमा जानकारी गराइदिनु भयो भने एकदम सजिलो हुने थियो। धन्यवाद।
थ्यांक यू सो मच। सिभिल इन्जिनियरिङ अरु? र स्टुडेन्टले मात्रै सोध्नु पर्छ भन्ने छैन, हाम्रो सरहरुले, म्याडमहरुले अथवा अरु स्टेक होल्डरहरुले पनि कुनै पनि क्वेरी सोध्न सकिन्छ। हजुर सर, प्लिज।
नमस्कार, म यहाँ फ्याकल्टी अफ हेल्थ साइन्स, स्कुल अफ हेल्थ एन्ड एलाइड साइन्सको फ्याकल्टी हो र म यहाँ चाहिँ 7 वर्षदेखि कार्यरत छु। मैले चाहिँ एउटा प्रश्न सोध्न खोजेँ, म मास्टर प्रोग्रामको कोअर्डिनेटर पनि हो है। अनि चाहिँ मैले सबैजनालाई सोध्न खोजेँ कि हाम्रो अग्रज व्यक्तित्वहरूलाई अब हाम्रो युनिभर्सिटी र जापानको जुन स्कलरशिपहरु डिफरेन्ट आउँछ, हाम्रो हेल्थ साइन्समा पनि पीएचडी प्रोग्रामको लागि अगाडि बढाउनको लागि एमएससी को मार्फत अथवा चाहिँ पदाधिकारीहरुको जो पोस्टमा हुनुहुन्छ उहाँहरूले चाहिँ कसरी फेसिलिटेट गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ र युनिभर्सिटीलाई फेसिलिटेट दिन सक्नुहुन्छ, जसले गर्दा हामी सबैलाई चाहिँ यो कुराले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ फाइदा होस्। धन्यवाद
हस् थ्याङ्क यू सर अरू पछाडि थ्याङ्क यू भेरी मच तपाईँ कस्तो उठ्नुभयो मलाई खुसी लाग्यो थ्याङ्क यू
हेलो नमस्ते एभ्रिवान मेरो नाम जयन्ती सुवेदी मलाई हामी स्कुल अफ बिजनेसबाट हामी मास्टर अफ बिजनेस एडमिनिस्ट्रेसनको स्कलर अरू फर्दर करियर अपर्च्युनिटीको बारेमा अलि स्पेसिफिकली भनिदिनु हुन रिक्वेस्ट गर्न चाहन्छु
अरू प्लिज अरू प्लिज
Namaste everyone. I am Gulam Moin Khan. I'm studying BSc MLT, Bachelor's in Medical Lab Technology, currently in fourth year, 7th semester. My question is, I am studying, currently studying in 4th year. So if I want to do my research before completing my bachelor's, can I do the research in Japan with currently studying in Pokhara University in the 4th year? So just my question is, can I complete my research studying here from Japan?
Okay, thank you so much. Now, two more questions are concerned. Two more. Sir. Dr. Khemraj Joshi, फेरि बोल्नुहुन्छ.
Thank you very much. मेरो एउटा सानो क्वेसन मात्र हो प्रोफेसर दिपेश खरेल सरलाई टोकियो युनिभर्सिटीमा इन्टरनेसनल रिलेसनको लागि लाइक हामी फ्याकल्टीहरूले सर्ट कोर्स प्रोग्राम लाइक 2 month, 3 months, 1 month or 6 month को फेलोशिप प्रोग्राम के छ त्यसको बारेमा अलिकति क्लियर पारिदिनु होला भनेर थ्यांक यू
Thank you, sir. Please. This is the last questions.
Thank you, sir. क्वेसन रिलेभेन्ट हुन्छ हुँदैन रिलेभेन्ट भएन भने उत्तर
हुन्छ
दिन
सर
पर्दैन
मजाले हुन्छ
पोखरा विश्वविद्यालय र जापानका कुनै पनि युनिभर्सिटीसँग मिलेर कोल्याबोरेटिभ लर्निङ गर्ने कुनै प्रोभिजन हामीले छ वा छैन बनाउन सकिन्छ वा सकिदैन
exchange
exchange
thank you so much so I think last one if anyone interested you yeah please then I would like to request all the presenter to be prepared to answer or conclude your presentation yeah please
hello everyone I am Anand Paudel and I am doing civil engineering course I am studying at 5th sem and I am thinking about is there any credit transfer policy so that I can rejoin my course of as I am studying in 5th sem so can I rejoin my course from Japanese university is there any credit transfer policy
yeah thank you so much now actually may I request Dr. Dipesh Kharel to answer a little bit so with you have only 1 minute and 30 seconds to conclude yeah you can answer from there
thank you very much first maybe I'll translate some of the questions
please
maybe it will be helpful to the panelists the one question is there is a possibilities is there is opportunity for the female students priority for the female students one question and the other question is the from the engineering background from the students of the civil engineering about the scholarship and some provision for the civil engineering and also one question from about the graduate programs scholarship and opportunity for the graduate student and there is also some question about the exchange programs the collaborations between the Pokhara University and the university in Japan and one question more about also some question from the faculties if any possibilities for the exchange some programs between the Pokhara University and Japanese University in the faculty levels.
Thank you.
I think those are the major questions right here.
So management education.
And there is also one question from the management course and exchange and the undergraduate, graduate programs.
Thank you so much.
Scholarship
thank you so much, Dr. Dipesh, the University of Tokyo. Now, I'd like to request Sato-san to answer some questions with your concluding remarks because you are nearer to Dipesh. So, within 1 minute and 30 seconds, madam.
Okay. I would like to answer to the question if the female can get the scholarship. Of course, we have recommended many female scholarship students, and I would like to introduce one our Facebook posting. It's in April 29th of this year. We have posted interview to young former mixed scholarship students, one from female and one from male. So that would be helpful for you guys students to see how the life in Japan as a mixed scholarship students.
Thank you so much. Ms. Roshi Maharjan, would you like to conclude your presentation with giving the answer raised by student? Roshi Maharjan.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. I think the previous question raised for any female opportunities for scholarship, I think this is taken into account by the admissions because they want to balance the amount of men and women taken at the time of enrollment. But I think, again, at the time of applying to university, you can make it clear on how being a woman has impacted your life. And you can, I think, showcase it in your writing. And you can also present a lot of ideas about how you can create more opportunities for women. तपाईले चाहिँ यदि आफ्नो एप्लिकेसनमा यो एउटा महिला भएर आफ्नो अनुभवहरू प्रष्ट रूपमा लेख्नु भयो भने चाहिँ एडमिसन फ्याकल्टिजले चाहिँ त्यो केसलाई कन्सिडर गरेर तपाईलाई त्यही अनुसारको अपर्चुनिटिजहरू दिन सक्नुहुन्छ र अर्को क्वेशन चाहिँ आई थिंक म्यानेजमेन्ट रिलेटेड थियो एपीयूमा पनि जीएसएम भनेको चाहिँ एउटा ग्रेजुएट स्कुल अफ म्यानेजमेन्ट हुन्छ त्यसमा चाहिँ देयर आर 4 डिफरेंट कोर्सेस अकाउन्टिङ फाइनान्स मार्केट म्यानेजिङ एन्टरप्रेन्योरशिप इनोभेसन अपरेसन म्यानेजमेन्ट र जापानिज म्यानेजमेन्ट स्कलरशिप्सहरू पनि 30 देखि 100 को रेन्जमा हुन्छ र त्यसको लागि एप्लिकेसन इन्टरभ्यू अनि तपाईको अब त्यही मोटिभेसन टु स्टडी र रिसर्चमा चाहिँ मजाले एउटा रिसर्चरलाई सिलेक्ट गरेर एप्लिकेसन स्ट्रङ बनाउनु भयो भने स्कलरशिप अवश्य पनि पाउनुहुन्छ धन्यवाद
थ्यांक यू भेरी मच मिस रशी महर्जन डाक्टर पवन भट्टराई सर के छोटोमा 1 मिनेट 30 सेकेन्ड
थ्यांक यू जगदीश जी म दुईजना भाइहरुले सिभिल इन्जिनियरिङको क्वेशन सोध्नु भएको छ म एज अ सिभिल इन्जिनियर भएको भएर आन्सर दिन चाहन्छु त्यो कम्प्युटर आईटी सिभिल जेलाई भए पनि स्कलरशिप भनेको एउटै सिस्टमबाट जान्छ मिक्स्ड स्कलरशिप भने जुन तपाईहरुले सुन्नुभयो त्यो मिक्स्ड स्कलरशिप भनेको सबभन्दा प्रेस्टिजियस स्कलरशिप हो त्यहाँ तपाईहरु जुन पनि डिपार्टमेन्टले अप्लाई गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ र त्यो चाहिँ दुईटा हुन्छ जुन अघि एम्बेसीबाट भन्नुभयो धेरै टफ हुन्छ एम्बेसीको तर युनिभर्सिटीमा धेरै नै मिक्स्ड स्कलरशिप भएको हुनाले तपाईहरुले युनिभर्सिटी थ्रु अप्लाई गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ तपाईको चान्सेस चाहिँ म्याक्सिमम पाउने चान्सेस चाहिँ बढ्छ र सिभिल इन्जिनियरिङको लागि जापान धेरै नै राम्रो छ सबै सब्जेक्टहरु पढाइ हुन्छ सिभिल इन्जिनियरिङको स्ट्रक्चर वाटर रिसोर्सेस ट्रान्सपोर्टेसन वाटर सप्लाई लगायत भेरियस न्यू टेक्नोलोजीमा तपाई पढ्न सक्नुहुन्छ त्यही भएर यो सिभिल इन्जिनियरिङ यो इन्जिनियरिङ भन्नु पर्दैन सबै इन्जिनियरिङको लागि स्कलरशिपको स्किमहरु एउटै हुन्छ धन्यवाद
हस् थ्यांक यू सो मच म अब आई वुड लाइक टु रिक्वेस्ट इसिदा मिस इसिदा एन्ड सारा श्री ढुङ्गाना you are given 2 minutes actually not only 1 minute and 30 seconds focusing on Sara Sri Dongana you are given 2 minutes
okay thank you very much so let me start my part I will probably Sarah Sri has more updated actual experience that she can share as a female student here. Let me answer some of the other questions. First of all, we specialize in humanities and international studies. So unfortunately, we do not cover civil engineering or the management course. I'm sorry. So unfortunately, we cannot answer about that. As for the questions from the faculty members regarding the exchange, at the moment, unfortunately, Tokyo University of Foreign Studies do not have a partnership with Pokhara University. But if you're interested, some of the faculty members may be interested in some of the programs that we have, please contact us at the Global Admissions Office. We will forward your inquiry to the office in charge.
Okay.
Before the COVID, we had a short stay program during the winter and summer, but at the moment, this short stay program is stopped at the moment. So those are the answers that I can provide regarding the other questions. So let me hand over the microphone to Sharasri regarding the female scholarship and the student life here at Tokyo University of Foreign Studies.
Ms. Sharasri.
Thank you so much. So So I applied for the MEXT scholarship through the embassy in 2019. So म चाहिँ embassy को through recommend भएर चाहिँ Tokyo University Foreign Studies मा पढ्न गएको थिएँ. अनि मैले चाहिँ Masters in Peace and Conflict Studies यही वर्ष September 2022 मा म graduate भएको university बाट. And one good thing about MEXT scholarship is that based on your research interest, it very much allows you to expand and learn more. So जो मान्छेहरुलाई engineeringहरुमा पनि interest छ या जुनै subjectमा interest भए पनि you can expand your research. So bachelor's बाट master's बाट PhD पनि जान मिल्छ. So based on your interest. So त्यही हो sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. Miss Uno. Miss Uno, are you here? So now I'd like to request Miss Rashi Gupta. Do you have to say something?
Oh yeah, thank you so much, Jagdish sir. Yes, I just want to touch upon the two things that was asked. One is about the MBA. So International University of Japan is one of the best ranking MBAs in Japan. So that one is, I really kind of, if you are interested in MBA or master degrees in humanity, then basically this is the place that you should study. And about scholarships, we have a lot of scholarships. There's A, B, C, and D. A is like you are exempted full 100%, and then also 90%, 75%, 50%, or 30%. It is from the IUJ itself. Then this one is all based on your performance. If you have a really good performance in your undergraduate, the higher possibilities that you can get a scholarship. Also, there are also IUJ nominated scholarships from private companies, which as you can see here. Later on, you can also go through the PPT, and also direct scholarships also, which you can also, like it's here is mentioned, MEXT and JICA. And also scholarship possible after starting class at IUJ. For example, you still need some more scholarship. You can have 2 scholarships in one time. And this is, for example, is Rotary. So here it is, all of the main conditions. Also, you can go through it. 90% students in IUJs are all on scholarship. Thank you, Jagdish sir. I hope.
Thank you so much, Ms. Rashi Gupta. Last but not least, I would like to request Mr. QC Takeda to answer the question raised by a student with concluding remarks. Mr. Takeda.
Yes, here I am. Yes, to answer our questions regarding the civil engineering, because we are an engineering schools, but unfortunately, our program is centered around a combination of computer science, mechanical, and electrical engineering. To make a long story short, our engineering program is focused on mechatronics and robotics. That it takes so it's not exactly in civil engineering. But let me just emphasize that, and if you are interested in the developing environments in Nepal, and then you wanted to focus on civil engineering, then you may be able to find something important even in the robotics that you might be able to find very useful to implement to advance your research in terms of civil engineering. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Once again, I would like to express my sincere thanks to all the presenter, Ms. Rashi Maharjan, Dr. Pavan Bhattrai, Ms. Mayuko Sato, Ms. Ray Isida, and Ms. Sarasi Dhungana. Likewise, Ms. Rashi Gupta, Mr. QC Takeda for your wonderful speech. And Ms. Mizuo Uno also, I'm sorry. And on behalf of Pokhara University, म सम्पूर्ण विद्यार्थी साथी सबै लगायतलाई सम्पूर्ण प्रेजेन्टरलाई एकचोटि जोरदार तालीले धन्यवाद दिनको लागि अनुरोध गर्दछु. And We are in the premises of Pokhara University physically, and more than 500 students has been participating in this gorgeous program, Nepal-Japan Educational Dialogue, mostly focusing on higher education opportunity in Japan. And this program is hosted by Study in Japan Global Network Project, the University of Tokyo, in a strong partnership with Pokhara University and Media Helpline. And we are being in live on Nepal Look TV and nepallook.com. And this program will be broadcasting through Image Channel Television after some weeks. That will be informed to you definitely. And now we are in the another important moment, important session, and we have keynote speaker of this gorgeous program, Nepal-Japan Educational Dialogue. We have Vice Chancellor of Pokhara University, Professor Dr. Prem Narayan Aryal. Now, may I request you, sir, for the keynote speech.
सबैमा नमस्कार। खोला आकाशको रम्य हलमा बस्नुभएका सम्पूर्णमा हार्दिक स्वागत। Namaste and warm greetings to all of you. Your Excellency, Honorable Ambassador of Japan to Nepal, dear Registrar, Deans and Directors of Pokhara University, distinguished presenters in this session, dear Second Secretary, Embassy of Japan in Nepal, dear Advisor to International Project Promotion Group, Research Promotion Department of the University of Tokyo, dear professors from different universities of Japan and Nepal, delegates from Embassy of Japan, members of the organizing committee of today's program, invited journalists and guests, and all my dear students, faculties, and staffs. First and foremost, my sincere appreciation and thanks to the organizing team to avail me with an opportunity to welcome you all. I am privileged to welcome you, and it is my pleasure to be with you on behalf of the Pokhara University. Meantime, it is also an occasion for me to provide short glimpse of our university and floor my opinion. Our university, which was provisions under the Act of Nepal government, was established in the year 1997 in self-revenue generating modality. That is, this university is not fully funded by the government. It has to generate its operating expenses and revenue by itself. The university envisions to develop itself into a center of excellence for higher education by enhancing teaching, learning, and research activities. Needed to accelerate the national development process by producing productive and committed intellectual capital capable of linking the knowledge with the community and nation's developmental needs. Being young in itself, just we are celebrating 25th years of this establishment. Being young in itself, our university is the second largest university in terms of students size and has offered scholarships to more than 1,000 underprivileged students. It offers 61 different academic programs through 1,000 plus courses in its undergraduate, graduate, and postgraduate studies. We deliver our academic programs through 4 of our constituent faculties, 4 joint constituent institutions, 58 affiliated institutions, colleges spread in the country that runs our academic program. We have recently commenced doctorate studies in Faculty of Management Studies and Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, and in the verge of launching doctoral studies in our Faculty of Science and Technology and Faculty of Health Science too. We offer several contemporary programs in MPhil, master's, and bachelor's level. More than 35,000 students were enrolled and studying with us. As per our last year's data, strategically, the university has planned to direct its effort towards more innovative, contemporary, and research-oriented courses aimed at developing sound language base required for national and regional development. Though our university has not reaped its growth yet, I think that it has a well-groomed culture of facilitating an intellectual climate which coordinates faculties and students' knowledge and expertise towards innovative research and community engagement. We develop policies and guidelines to regulate the conduct of research that encourages to facilitate stakeholders' engagement and community support, fostering research collaborations with other academic institutions of repute, both nationally and globally, and strengthening our capacity to conduct research and publish in high-impact journals has been one of the primary concerns of faculties inside the university. I also believe that a route to differentiation for any university is the excellence it achieves to work as a prominent nexus between overall stakeholders' requirements and the academic programs it delivers. This is what we are emphasizing and heading towards. As per my understanding, I believe that the key to academic excellence is through innovative research and academic environment promoted through inclusive education. I think that universities should prepare themselves as an institutions working for wider global nexus and opportunity, and through their academic vigilance, it must be ensured that their academic programs are the major cause of economic and social mobility for all domains of society that brings positivity to all the global spheres. Their education in particular must promote freedom and dignity without any borders. In particular, a special breakthrough like collaborative research, avenues, meritorious scholarships, exchange opportunities, and several other academic nexus and collaborations will help the whole education fraternity to harness their knowledge and skills so that they should be involved in the growth and development of more and advanced and cognitively society leading to one connected global world. Our university believes in these two and has too far been working with European Commissions, COICA, and several other global alliances in research-related and academic activities, and at present, and have undergone in active MOUs with more than 26 global universities of repute to strengthen academic collaborations. Talking about the relationship of our country with Japan, it goes way back from September 1956 till present. Nepal established its embassy in Tokyo in 1965, and Japan established its embassy in Kathmandu in 1967. High-level exchanges of the visits between the two countries have contributed to further strengthen the bilateral relations. Growing engagement at the people-to-people levels have contributed to further expanding of these relations. Nepal and Japan have established bilateral consultative mechanisms between the foreign ministers. The mechanisms provide an opportunity for both sides to discuss on various aspects of bilateral economic and cultural relations, and sharing views on common interest in regional and multilateral forums. Japan has been contributing to the socio-economic development of Nepal since 1954. Japan assists Nepal in the forms of bilateral grant, bilateral loan, multilateral aid, and technical assistance. The major area of Japanese economic cooperation to Nepal include human resource development, health, agriculture development, infrastructure development, environment protection, culture, etc. Japan also provides the concessional loan for the infrastructure development in Nepal. It has also supported our country in the aspect of human resource development. Japan has been providing annual scholarship in various fields under the Japan Development Scholarship, JDS scheme. The scheme is starting from 2016. The government of Japan started providing technical training to Nepali students since Japan joined the Colombo Plan in 1954. Japan also provides Japan Overseas Cooperation volunteers and senior volunteers to Nepal under JICA volunteer program. JOSV Nepal programs was launched in 1970. Despite this, we are culturally near to each other. Both the countries believe in collaboration, where larger social benefits is the topmost priority individually and economically. Japan as a country has always been supportive neighbor in various forms of our country's progress and hope that it will extend further. I personally believe that we now living as the highly interconnected world where global reach and access have been possible because of the advent and use of several technological breakthroughs. In this scenario, one can have immense potentiality in themselves, wherever and whatever situations they are living with. The physical boundaries are not given most priorities by global communities. And above that, the sharing and collaborations of intellectual and knowledge bases from several global alliances supports one's nation for paving better economic and social well-being of their citizens and nations too. In this context, I firmly believe that this kind of event would be a great opportunity for our students and academic community, not only to grab higher study opportunities in Japan, but also to find new avenues where they can integrate and prune their academic and research collaborations in order to enhance their academic and personal growth globally. Finally, I am privileged personally as well as institutionally to be here today and feel that this sort of event will assist us in familiarizing our university in the global arena, and will also help both of our countries in developing strong academic collaborations that further assist us in preparing ourselves and our academic activities to broaden its knowledge horizon. Furthermore, it will help students and faculties in expanding their academic excellences in global academic fraternity, which in future could generate wider developmental possibilities in our nations. I'm glad to be associated with you today, both personally and institutionally. At the same time, we heartily thank all the dignitaries from the University of Tokyo, Embassy of Japan, and organizing group, and also kindly request them to support us in future with any sorts of academic excellence and collaborations that our universities in Nepal and university in Japan could explore at. Similarly, my sincere thanks to all the guests and invitees present today and we always anticipate suggestions, guidance, and best practices to create our university a university of global nexus. Last but not the least, it would be our matter of pride to join hands in future academic endeavors with you and your esteemed organizations and expertise to inculcate innovative education systems grounded in global quality. Thank you so much.
I would like to express my sincere thanks to the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Prem Narayan Aryal for the keynote speech. And now we are coming to the end of the program, and I would like to express my sincere thanks to the Kazuhiro Mori, Masako Sano, and Dr. Dipesh Kharel for organizing beautiful program. Now I would like to request Mr. Kazuhiro Mori, Advisor, International Project Promotion Group, Research Promotion Department, the University of Tokyo, for the concluding remarks. Mr. Mori.
Respected Vice Chancellor, Dean, and faculty members of Pokhara University, Professor Pawan Bhattarai, a member of JUAN, Japanese University Alumni Association, Nepal, Ms. Rashi Mahajan, ex-student of Ritsumeikan APU, Ms. Sato Mayuko, Embassy of Japan in Nepal, distinguished speakers and participants. Good afternoon, namaskar, konnichiwa. My name is Mori Kazuhiro. I'd like to express my gratitude on behalf of the University of Tokyo to all of you for joining us for the in-person and online hybrid session Nepal-Japan Educational Dialogue on Higher Education in Japan 2022. The year commemorating the 120th anniversary of the international student exchange between Nepal and Japan. I wish to especially thank to the message from His Excellency Mr. Kikuta Yutaka, Ambassador of Japan to Nepal. The University of Tokyo is responsible for Japanese government next Study in Japan Global Network Project, acts as a gateway for prospective students in the region. We are so excited today to have so many students here at Pokhara University in the beautiful city in Nepal. Today, panelists pointed out why Japan, attractiveness studying in Japan, such as many world-class universities, English medium degree programs, and scholarship courses, etc. So we believe Japan is one of the best destinations of higher education for Nepal students to develop your academic career and professional careers. So in closing the dialogue, I would like to express our sincere gratitude again to all participants and panelists, especially to faculty members of Pokhara University and all stakeholders of supporting this project, and panelists from Japanese universities, Tokyo University of Foreign Studies, Kyoto University of Foreign Studies, International University of Japan, and Kyoto University of Advanced Science for your wonderful presentations. We welcome you, Nepal students coming to Japan. Look forward to seeing you in Japan near future. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kazuhiro Mori, for the closing remarks. And also, I would like to express my sincere thanks and I'm really grateful. We are really grateful to the Vice Chancellor of Pokhara University, Professor Dr. Prem Narayan Aryal. Likewise, we are grateful and thank you very much, Registrar Professor Dr. Deepak Bahadur Bhandari, Dean Faculty of Science and Technology, Professor Rajesh Thagurati, Dean Faculty of Health Science, Associate Professor Dr. Amar Nagila, Dean Faculty of Management Study, Associate Professor Dr. Dayaraj Dhakal, Dean Faculty of Humanities and Social Science, Associate Professor Dr. Ajay Thapa. Likewise, Second Secretary, Information and Culture, Embassy of Japan, Mayako Sato-san, Dr. Dipesh Kharel, and all the directors and coordinators of the Pokhara University. Indeed, this is really fruitful program, events. Japan is the country that reached the highest height of the development and prosperity. This is the country of well civilization, rule abiding, and beautiful culture. Recently, Japan is also becoming an important destination for the higher education. Hopefully, we hope that this program will help the Nepali student to get the information about the higher education opportunity in Japan, more specifically scholarship study environment and future career. And thank you very much for making this event more meaningful and memorable. With this note, I would like to conclude the program. Thank you very much. Have a nice time ahead. Thank you very much.